here. Hang on a sec. Welcome back, everybody. Just gotta set some stuff here. Should work. Okay. Grab that. Put that in Tweeter. Alright. Nope, not enter. Okay, there we go. Alright. Cool. It's working. See it there. Now let's see if we see it on YouTube. Let's make sure. I'll see it. Make sure it's there. Yep, it's there. Alright, sweet. One thing I noticed about playing on PC nonsense. I'm gonna edit this. Move it up a little bit. There. That way y'all can see my health and stuff. Actually, I'll go ahead and put it in the far right corner this time. Maybe the top right corner. I don't know. I'll put it there. Maybe out of the way up there, I guess. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, hang on. I also gotta minimize this so I'm not viewing it on two screens. And I also don't have my chat window. Let's get that up. Pop out. Move that over here. GTA is like the one game that really works well with this new setup, this new TV. So, yeah, about 2 or so weeks ago, and beginning in July, end of June, I got a 4K TV because I broke my old one, my 1080 one. So a lot of stuff has been really kind of jank with streaming. Can't see my chat window for Payday 2, which is apparently my most popular stream game that like every person... Whenever I stream, it's like the one game that I have millions of viewers for, so... My most popular game, and I can't see the chat window at all. Like, I have to go get a second computer. A literal other computer to see it. Which is a little frustrating. Especially when, as I said, Payday 2 is like the one game that everybody watches. Like, I have upwards of 8 people watching whenever I stream Payday 2. And I'm really not that good at it, to be honest. I mean, I can do solo on Overkill, depending on the mission. I'm working on getting all of them on Overkill, but obviously I don't know if I'll be able to get all of them. There are a few that have really posed a serious challenge, like Goat Simulator is like the worst, hardest mission on Overkill. So I've kind of given up on it a little bit. Like, I went back to it and actually did beat the train heist, which was another kind of hard mission on Overkill, but I beat it and I streamed it and people were like thrilled about it. So I probably will go back to Payday at some point, but if you've watched any of my streams previous, you'll know that I stream pretty randomly. Like, that goes for... How did I end up here? That goes for both the game and the time that I stream, so... I apologize to people that wanted me... Or, like, you know, they would prefer if I streamed Payday 2 all the time. I'm sorry, but I kind of just do whatever because I don't exactly have stream subscribers that really come and watch. Like, whenever I stream and I have viewers, it's only because of Payday 2. And as much as I'm sure some people subscribe to me because of Payday 2, they can go ahead and unsubscribe because I'm not going to be streaming only Payday 2. I play all kinds of games, and I stream pretty much whatever the hell I want because I am not doing this for money. If I was doing this for money, I bet I probably would stream Payday 2 exclusively.
Next time, talk 50% faster. I don't got time for your mumbling. Anything you need.
And I probably would stream it more frequently. But as I said, I don't do this for money, so I mean, I would, you know, if it made decent cash, I would probably actually stream Payday 2 for money, but I have not earned any money, and I don't see how I would go about earning money. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say fuck it, and do whatever the hell I want, because, you know, I enjoy playing GTA, I enjoyed playing
I'll believe it when I
Payday, I enjoy playing other games. I want to stream stuff on the Switch, because Zelda is awesome. I love Zelda. Zelda was fucking amazing. And I still enjoy Zelda even now, after pretty much completely doing everything there is to do. Not entirely, obviously.
All right,
There's still...
you should have the details on this car. Bring it to the warehouse and try to look after it.
Yeah, okay. I don't exactly have all the details, but I mean, I don't have... Let's talk about Zelda and the lack of completion. I have most of the major quests. I don't have all the side quests completely done, and obviously I don't have the picture book, like everything taken pictures of. I don't have Zelda completely 100.00% done, but I've beaten all of the main dungeons, and I've beaten Ganon and all that stuff, so I am pretty much done with Zelda. Although I will still go back and play it, because it's a blast. It's basically Skyrim with not as lengthy quests, because, you know, unlike Skyrim where it's like, hey, go to like 6 locations, fight 3 bad guys, pick up this random thing, come back to me. Go talk to that guy, go talk to this guy, go talk to that guy, go do this dungeon, then come back and talk to me. Zelda, it's like, some of them are stupid like that, where it's like, oh, go get 3 butterflies and come back here. But some of them are like, I mean, a lot of them were to find a shrine, and I found most of the shrines. But, I like Zelda. I like Skyrim too, but Zelda is kind of its own thing. Zelda would be what Skyrim would be if Skyrim had way better combat. Combat in Skyrim was kind of just eh. It's like they got everything right, but then the combat and like moving around felt stupid and clunky. Which is forgivable given how extremely huge Skyrim is. And I mean, I'm not going to say that Breath of the Wild is perfect by any means. There's definitely things they could have improved. And hopefully will improve upon in whatever they end up doing next. But Skyrim, or Breath of the Wild was pretty goddamn good. I'm a pretty big fan of open world games. If you can't tell by me playing one of the most popular open world games in the history of the universe right now at this very second. But like a Zelda game plus open world really, really tickled my fancy. Especially since they had throwback costumes to the older games, which Ocarina of Time is probably my all-time favorite game that came out of the 90s. Maybe tied with Klonoa, because, you know, Klonoa is one of my other favorite things. But, so I got to run around as Ocarina of Time Link in an open world fucking Zelda game. If you told me that I was going to be able to do that in 2017, I would have been like, holy fucking shit, I wish it was 2017 right now. I picked a bad car for off-roading, but I didn't think the game would send me out with the sticks. I mean, I knew it would send me far, but I didn't think it would be this far. That's the problem with stealing these cars, is it doesn't tell you how far away it is. Like, sometimes it does. Sometimes it's like, go to this spot with the yellow dot in the line, and it's like, it's so many miles away. But this time it's like, blue car icon, unknown distance. Probably should have pressed start to look at map. But I wouldn't have known until I went outside and had to, you know, I would have had to change my car out anyway, so it's whatever. It's just sucks that it's raining and there's mud pits and my car is getting stuck in mud pits. Kind of. Not really. It might be just me thinking that. But I mean, there was a part where my car literally was like sinking in mud. But yeah, and speaking of Skyrim and Switch, I am actually kind of looking forward to Skyrim on Switch, because it has actually been that long since I've played Skyrim last. I know that sounds crazy, given the fact that it's, you know, not an old classic game. But it really has been a while. I mean, I think, when did Skyrim come out? 2005? 2006? Maybe it was like 2010, I'm just crazy. I'm old. I'm starting to get old, so I'm kind of forgetting times, but it came out at least 5 to 6 years ago. So it's kind of getting back into that period where I could play some fucking Skyrim again. The thing is, though, about it that's gonna make it hard to buy it at 60 is the fact that I had mods on the PC version for free. Those mods were free, and they were amazing. Like, I have Final Fantasy VII, Cloud Skin, Buster Sword. I can be a Heartless guy, or I could be Sora. I could be Organization 13 hood character, Roxas with the hood down even. I can wield Keyblades. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And it's all free. And I didn't have to pay, well, I mean, I think I did pay 60 for the PC version. Maybe, I don't remember. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was only like 30 or so. I'm struggling to remember exactly when I purchased Skyrim, because it was a while ago. I obviously paid 60 for it when it came out, but that was because Oblivion was awesome, and I was like, Skyrim is gonna be fucking amazing. And it was, at the time, fucking amazing. Obviously, it doesn't age super well with what we could have today. Obviously, if they come out with the next Elder Scrolls, is gonna be a fuckload better than Skyrim. Hopefully. Because there's definitely a ton of shit they could have improved upon. Namely, the physics engine was really not good. It's not ever been good, to be honest. Oblivion, Fallout, nothing that Bethesda has ever done has ever been great in the physics department. So any improvements they make there will definitely be welcome. And I'm not saying that Skyrim was terrible. Like, the physics were better compared to Oblivion. They definitely made improvements, but they can make even more improvements. Because, I mean, if we can have a game like, hell, like fucking Breath of the Wild, or even something older, like Naughty Dog's, Uncharted stuff. There's so many good examples of really, really good physics engines. So, if Bethesda can get their shit together and improve on what they've done in the past, then the next Elder Scrolls will be good. And I will probably buy it when it comes out, because it'll be good. So yeah, I mean, I probably will end up buying Skyrim for Switch, but I don't know if it'll be right away. It might be, because I mean, it's definitely not happening this year. I have way too much on the docket for this year. Maybe next year if there's not as much, but there's a lot of stuff coming out for Switch next year that I want. In addition to Kingdom Hearts 3 for PS4, and I have to buy a PS4 on top of the game, so I'm hoping to pick up a used PS4 pretty cheap. I don't know how cheap I'm going to be able to get it, considering PS4s are still not, like, dirt cheap yet. But I'm hoping that I can pick one up for a decent price, considering the only thing I want is Kingdom Hearts 3. Literally the only game I want to play for the PS4 at all. Other than, I guess, Final Fantasy VII whenever they get that done. Which probably will not be until like 2020. So. And God, I don't know, maybe they might even have a whole new system by the time Final Fantasy VII comes out. I might just have to rent a PS4 to play Kingdom Hearts 3 and then just get rid of it. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not really... I don't need to worry about that until next year, because Kingdom Hearts 3 does not come out until next year, and it might even get delayed. Who knows? It might not come out till 2019. As I said, Kingdom Hearts 3 2018, but it's like, you know, how many times have they announced a game for a year, and then it's like, nope, sorry, it's going to be next year. But, yeah, so Skyrim on Switch, I don't know. But as far as Switch goes, there's a lot of stuff. Like, Splatoon 2 comes out next Friday. And I'm like, or actually this Friday, now that I think about it. I've been so busy at work. Now I'm working every day. I'm gonna go in every morning at 7 o'clock, 7:30 until August for like another 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to do pollination at the nursery is what they have. Like these corn plants that were specifically taking pollen from specific plants and putting it on other plants to get, I guess, very specific corn or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure on the specifics. I'm just kind of another, like I've been at so many of my other jobs, I'm just kind of a paid monkey. I'm not really super fascinated and excited and interested in just jizzing my pants for agricultural research, and that was a job that needed a body, and I decided, hey, I like to get paid, so I'm there. And then, you know, it's not that I disrespect them for any reason. It's like I very much appreciate them paying me, and I will, you know, course, do whatever they ask since they keep paying me. But it's not exactly providing me with a path to advance my career at all, because I did not go to school for agriculture, nor do I care to pursue the future of agriculture. I don't really care. I'm just there to earn money. And again, I hope that doesn't upset them, because it's like I don't understand why that's so many places are like, well, you gotta really fucking like ejaculate over this work. You really gotta love it. And it's like, why? You need it done, right? And you have money to motivate me to do the job, right? So just pay me the money and let me go home. That's all I ask.
Okay, that's on the books at your warehouse. You've got to use the SecuroServe terminal at the office if you want to go after another one.
And it's actually kind of rare that I'm streaming tonight. I actually had a really super long day today. We were out there on the field the whole day. Like, since we started, it's kind of ended at lunch, and then I either hang around and do whatever else they need till 4 o'clock on the weekdays, or over Saturday, Sunday, I kind of left as soon as we were done at lunch.
Let's get to work.
But today we were there until quit time, like 3:30, which is not quite quit time, but it's close to as close to 4 as I needed it to be.
Look at that finish.
So yeah, I'm thankfully earning a good amount of money, but I'm kind of
Wouldn't recognize it.
I'm kind of not have much free time. I'm trying to take off Thursday as my one day off until probably end of July, early August, if I even get another opportunity.
It's all or nothing on this one. The work wasn't cheap. Get the car to the buyer clean. This should be a payday, people.
Good money, but unfortunately, since I'm saving for a house, it's just gonna end up going to that. So hopefully, I'll be able to get a nice house. And I'm not saying like a nice one, like a McMansion or anything really exciting. I'm saying like a house with a garage that is not detached. That's all I really want. I obviously want it to be in a specific location close to good internet, but specific location close to good internet and a garage that's attached to the house itself is my only criteria. Other than, I guess, I don't want something falling apart in, like, a drug meth addict house. Obviously. If it's made in, like, 1435 and, like, made out of paper, that's not gonna work. If it's from the 70s with no stucco walls and, you know, decent, but still pretty old and cheap, I'd do that. I would do that. It's just gotta serve the purpose of housing my body when I'm not at work. If it can do that and not piss me off, we're all good. Did that explode just a minute ago? Oh, I guess that thing up there did. Yeah. So, let's get back to streaming and the stuff I have. I have a lot of shit to stream, to be honest. I have stuff that I just bought, and I started and got very close to beating Bionic Commando Rearmed, so I probably will eventually finish that. I think I'm literally on the last level, which is really, like, seriously almost an hour long, which is kind of why I've been avoiding it, because it's also very hard, and I remember doing it probably half a dozen times before I ended up finally beating it, because it's just long. It's just a really long level. I think even with the 3 freebie hits, like there's a hat, a pants, and like a jacket that when you get shot at or something by an enemy, it doesn't count as damage 3 times. Even with that, I think it still took me a long time to beat that mission. Because it's, you know, it's the last level. So I am anticipating that being its own stream, just because of how difficult that is going to end up being. And maybe I just sucked when I played it the first time, and maybe I'll do better at it this time. But yeah, I anticipate that being a long stream. I tried streaming Ark Survival Evolved, and it was black screen the entire time. Even I tried to fix it, and I couldn't find any good way to fix it other than doing windowed, which I really hate doing any video game windowed, so I don't think I'll stream Ark again until that works better, and I don't have anything to do in Ark anyway. At the time I was exploring the new Ragnarok map, but I kind of have no interest at this time, because the lizard thing I was going to go try and get, the gecko, I tried it on the island with my cheats and stuff, and it's very hard. The gecko is a piece of shit, and it's just not fun to tame, so I was kind of like, okay, if it's really that hard, then I guess I'm not going to do it. So that kind of kills a little bit of my motivation to explore the Ragnarok map, because there's a lot of verticality, a lot of stuff to climb up, and the gecko would be really cool to use in that map, but if I have to use the cheats to get it, then that's not really that fun. So, but yeah, as far as the stuff I just got, I've been streaming a little bit of Deus Ex Mankind Divided DLC. I will be returning to that. I have one more DLC to do. There was apparently 3. I didn't know about the first one. Apparently it was just included in the main game, and nobody, like, that was never mentioned anywhere ever. But when I went to the list of DLCs, there was 3 of them, and it's like, I only purchased 2. Why is there 3? So they added in a very, very short DLC to the beginning, they added a very short extra DLC to Mankind Divided. I wouldn't say it's like amazing or anything, but it was definitely neat to have. I don't think it was anything like I'm pretty sure I blazed through it, and I didn't really, I don't know. So far the DLC for Mankind Divided has just kind of been meh, because it's kind of just more of the same stuff that I've already been doing. It didn't really bring any new locations or any interesting new powers to Adam Jensen's arsenal, so to me it didn't really, so far at least, it hasn't really felt awesome. I picked it up on sale, so it's not like I got quote-unquote ripped off, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel like something I would really go out of my way to purchase yet. I'm about to do the way better reviewed DLC, which is the prison. I don't remember what it's called, but I know it takes place in a prison, and you get your Adam Jensen powers taken away. And I'm pretty sure that at some point you have the option of either getting the powers back or playing through the DLC without them. And they're probably gonna do the DLC without them, just to see how it goes, because it's gonna be interesting. I'm imagining there's gonna be some really probably unique ways to get things done. It'll probably be more challenging that way. Maybe it'll suck and I'll hate it, and I want to reload and get the powers back so it doesn't turn into a giant pain in my ass fest. But we'll see. So I have that. I have BioShock Remastered, which I'm going to go and do a playthrough of that. I've already beaten BioShock before, but it is a really good game, and like a lot like Skyrim, I have not played BioShock 1 in a long time, so it's due for another playthrough. Especially since they remastered it in HD, and it's going to look fantastic. The other one out of the three that I purchased for the summer sale is one that I'm really, really excited about, which is Real Mist. It's basically Myst, the PC game from, like, I want to say early 80s, early 90s. That was like a point-and-click adventure, but the graphics were fucking amazing for that time period. Like, most of it was still images, and obviously you can make a still image look like ridiculous, but there were QuickTime animations every time you clicked the mouse to go somewhere. So it was very, very immersive.
This is
just an amazing adventure. If you didn't really, it wasn't like action packed, but it was gorgeous. It was just so. It's like, I don't know how I would describe it, but I played it at my grandma's house with my Aunt Carol. She had a bunch of games like that, some that were more horror based, like a game called Shivers that I don't think anybody knows about. But yeah, a lot of those point and click games were very interesting to my teenage self, and maybe a little younger even than that. But it was really fascinating and a really, really pretty. It's like it was as close to playing like a movie that you could control as possible for that time period. And Real Mist is that same game with the game engine with using the Unity game engine, 3D, full 3D. So imagine Grand Theft Auto kind of open worldness, but with Myst. And all of Myst's extremely vibrant, extremely pretty, super well done and intricate environments. Like, the game's based on like running around throwing switches and listening to sounds and, a bunch of puzzles. But the environments are like fantastic. And I'm overhyping it a little bit because, it's not a Crisis. You're not gonna like see trillions of trees and like finite strands of grass and stuff like that, but it's just very pretty. It's a very pretty puzzle game that's gonna be fully 3D. And it's very nostalgic for me because, like I said, I played it when there was no full 3D engine. It was literally just still images, and every time you click the mouse to go in a direction, the camera would kind of play a movie. It would play a QuickTime movie. Like, if in between every still image there was a flip book that showed you walking forward and walking past certain things, like water would kind of move, animals would kind of move around, trees would sway, you'd go in and out of corridors and hallways. It was really cool for the time, obviously. I mean, if you played it like that today, you'd probably be like, this kind of sucks. But now it's got the full 3D engine, that modern games have. So it's gonna be really, really fun to walk around and look at stuff. And you know, for most teenagers and kids today, unless it's got like thousands of pulsing strobes and like sounds and words constantly, like kids today are so fucking HD, so ADHD, so schizophrenic and random. They need attention they need something new and unique happening every second. They can't sit down and focus on anything. But so I imagine none of them are gonna like Real Mist, but like I said, I liked it, I enjoyed it, I had the patience for it back then, so I'm looking forward to it today. But I might save that for last. If I do I did the Deus Ex first because I just felt like it. I figured it would be easy to start and easy to get into and just easy to put down if I wasn't interested in it. And yeah, so I want to save Myst for as long as possible. So we're not going to be doing that for a while. I'm probably going to finish the Deus Ex DLC. Probably going to do Bioshock Remastered. I'll probably get Bionic Commando Rearmed completely done. Maybe revisit Payday 2 here and there. Especially as they add updates, because they still are updating Payday 2. And of course next week I'm going to be pretty busy playing Splatoon. I don't know if I'll be playing it like constantly like I did when Splatoon 1 came out, but I'll be playing it at least a lot Friday night, probably some on Saturday, and then, you know, just sporadically. The thing about Splatoon 2 is going to be that there's going to be a single player campaign to do, multiplayer, and clothes to earn. That was the thing I liked about Splatoon, was that even after I'd beaten the single player campaign, I still had clothes to get, so I had something to work for. And I'm looking forward to that in Splatoon 2. The thing that's going to suck is when next year when they start charging for online, so then I probably won't be playing online as much next year. In fact, I probably won't at all, because I don't really feel like paying a fee to play online when I'm going to be able to play it for free starting out. But yeah, I'll be playing Splatoon 2. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that's coming out other than Mario Odyssey comes out in, when is that, October? So that's yet another game that's going to really, really eat up my time later this year for Switch, which unfortunately, again, I can't stream it because I don't have a capture card. I might actually look into getting one sometime around then, because I do want to stream Mario. Since I did not get to stream Zelda, I kind of do want to stream Mario. Because Mario Odyssey is yet another it's going to be like Breath of the Wild. It's going to be open world exploration, and it's going to be a real strong throwback to Mario 64, which, right alongside Ocarina of Time, was one of the best N64 games, and in my opinion, one of the best Mario games. Because I didn't like Galaxy. Galaxy was too linear for me. Galaxy was like, just kind of like playing classic NES Mario. Whereas Odyssey will be like a return to Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine, both of which I enjoyed much, much more than Galaxy. Galaxy was kind of, it was a Mario game. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't awesome. I actually liked Super Mario World better than Odyssey, or than Galaxy, if you can believe that. But part of the reason for that is because Super Mario World for the Wii U was 4-player, which I actually did play with my friend Danny and some other people. So, if you can imagine Super Mario World Wii U or whatever with only one person, then that's Galaxy, and to me that wasn't as fun. It was still okay, I still enjoyed it, but not as much as Mario 64, Sunshine, and hopefully Odyssey will be amazing. So, like I said, I would love to get a capture card so I can stream that, because I feel like that would be a really, really good game to stream. I played Hitman demo last night, and oh my god, I wish I'd streamed it. It was so much fun. I was just running around disguising myself and throwing objects at people. And just trying to kill everybody in the map without being seen. And it was a lot of fun. So, I kind of regret not streaming that. If I ever go back to Hitman, I promise to stream that. Because that was a lot of fun. I don't foresee myself going back to Hitman because, like I said, I have so much crap on my gaming plate, and I want to get more active in my artwork and my programming, app development stuff. So I just have so much crap I need to do, and yet I'm also working every day until July or until August, and whatever else work needs me to do. So I'm just crazy busy all the time right now. So finding the time for yet another interesting game is just, it's asking a little too much. But thankfully, unlike Vinny and some of the most popular streamers in the world, I guess PewDiePie, which I don't really like him because he annoys me, but for those really popular streamers, it's like they don't really get to do what they want. They kind of have to do what their fans want them to do. And I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could handle that, because it would be like, guys, I really don't want to play this. I'm gonna hate it, and it's gonna suck, and you guys aren't even gonna like watching me play. But maybe they take games they actually would play and then do that with that. Maybe they limit, because I remember Vinny saying he wouldn't do Dark Souls because he would just die a lot, and he didn't think people would like to see him die a lot. I legitimately think it would be fun to watch Vinny play it, because I think he can do it. Like, Joel plays Dark Souls, and Joel doesn't, I guess, get as mad when he dies. When Vinny dies in Breath of the Wild, he kind of takes it a little harder, so maybe Vinny's right. Maybe he shouldn't do Dark Souls. And, when I played Dark Souls 2 for the first time, which was my first Dark Souls game ever, I would say I would not have been entertained. Now that I've played Dark Souls 2 and I understand what the hell is going on, I could probably stream Dark Souls, but unfortunately I beat Dark Souls 3, so I don't have any more Dark Souls to stream. Other than the DLC. I didn't do the DLC. So maybe, if you guys are lucky, Christmas, maybe I'll get the DLC. And then I'll stream it either. Obviously, Christmas is going to be the end of the year, so maybe next year. But not right now. I don't feel like dropping $24 on more Dark Souls 3, because in my opinion, Dark Souls 3 was not as good as 2, which is going to be counter to literally everybody else's opinions, because Dark Souls 1 was the best, and Dark Souls 2 went away from that, and then Dark Souls 3 kind of went back to Dark Souls 1, but it's like, I never played Dark Souls 1. I played Dark Souls 2, and really liked it. So when Dark Souls 3 kind of changed things up a lot and made it more like Dark Souls 1, I didn't enjoy it much. So, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say. For what it's worth, I thought Dark Souls 3 was good. I just didn't like it as much as Dark Souls 2. There were weapons and armor sets in Dark Souls 3 that I'm really happy with. Like the Farron Keeper's blade, where you're spinning around on the ground. That's like my favorite thing about Dark Souls 3. I love that weapon. It's not super great against every enemy, but against some of the weaker ones, it's really fun to use. And my little ninja swords, where I jump up in the air and unleash like a jumping strike, I like those too. I wish Dark Souls 2 had stuff like that. But overall, Dark Souls 2 had more interesting environments. It felt a lot longer. For some reason, Dark Souls 3 felt really short. Yeah. I would love to see fucking Joel finish the damn thing. I watched one of his... He came back to it after not doing it for months. And I watched that stream like, oh yes, more Dark Souls 3 from Joel. And then he hasn't again done it for a while, so... Joel does this weird thing where he'll stream a bunch of really weird out there or really old games, and then he'll play Dark Souls 3, and then he won't go back to Dark Souls 3 for like months. So, I don't know. Joel's kind of hit or miss with me these days. Initially, I really liked watching him because he was really funny, and a lot of the stuff he was playing was either A, complimented by his funniness, or B, Dark Souls 3 and therefore enjoyable to watch. But like some of the stuff he does now, it's just, I don't know, I'm not as entertained as I was. And then again, with the same thing with Vinny. When Vinny does stuff I like Zelda, or things I would like to watch, Vinny is fun to watch. But when Vinny plays games that are weird and crappy, or just like games I don't really think I would enjoy playing, like Ukulele, I don't really enjoy watching Vinny as much. Because I enjoy Vinny's commentary, but it kind of has to be paired with something I enjoy watching him do. Otherwise, I'm just kind of listening to Vinny do a podcast while watching a game being played that I don't really care about. And at that point, I feel like I could just subscribe to a podcast of Vinny. But when Vinny's playing Breath of the Wild, or something that I really like to see him play, like Mario Sunshine was a really, really excitingly fun stream for me to watch, because I really like Sunshine a lot too, so watching Vinny play it and like seeing him get super pissed at the squid racing game, oh my god, that was the best thing ever. It glitched on him and he couldn't get off of the squid, or I guess you're supposed to just jump the squid into the star, and he couldn't do it. It was so funny. Especially since he did the Plinko minigame in one go with no retries. And it's just like, holy shit, man. You're either really fucking lucky or really good. I can't tell which. But yeah, watching him mess with the squid racing and having him get frustrated was really funny. So. But yeah, I enjoyed watching him play Mario Sunshine because, god, that game to me I replayed it like a month before he did. So I was like, oh my god, I just played that. And I was very excited to see him do it. But, yeah. It's kind of like me watching GPM play Luigi's Mansion, which is another game I'm pretty fond of, because I enjoy it a lot. And I kind of started watching GPM do Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, but he stopped doing it. He went like to chapter 4 and then just stopped. So I haven't really caught up with it, and I don't think I'll go back to it until he puts more streams out of it. I would like to see Vinny do Thousand Year Door, but I guess he already did it, so I guess I missed the boat on that one. I guess more than anything, more like I can't really think of a game I would want Vinny to stream the most, because there's so many good ones. There's so many good games that Vinny could do that would be very entertaining to watch. But Dark Souls has a special place. It's super hard, but yet it has pretty much anything with tons of customization is a really fun thing to watch, because people do all kinds of different stuff with it. Like, Dark Souls has so many character classes and so many weapon types. It was fun to watch Joel stream, because he plays a little differently than I do, and yet he still manages to succeed and still progress. So it's just fun to see how other people do stuff. Like, I get a kick out of watching Achievement Hunter do Minecraft and GTA, because they do, like, I feel like there's nobody out there that does more interesting stuff in GTA or Minecraft as a large group than they do. As an individual person, you know, there's probably thousands of people out there that do amazing stuff, but I've not, like, seen or heard of them. Or maybe they're just not as fun people to listen to. Like, I've grown very used to Michael and Gavin and Jeff and Jack and Ryan, Lindsay, the Funhouse team, James, Adam, Lawrence. Those guys have their own personality, plus Grand Theft Auto or plus Minecraft. Just, and like, specifically Minecraft, the Achievement Hunter guys have done more unique things than anyone else on Earth. They have done, like, I want to say 300 Minecraft videos of completely different things each time. They've come up with their own games, their own huge, extremely impressive build maps.
Let's get ready to work.
They're just, the entertainment they can provide with Minecraft,
Look at me,
and
Mama.
have already
Raising
done
license
so,
plates for a living.
is just through the roof. Which is why I have a subscription to their YouTube channel. And I went to their con down in Austin when I lived there last year, RTX. I really wanted to talk to them for like 5 seconds, but I didn't get to because the autograph tickets were all sold out, so. But, you know, that's alright. Someday there's possibility, assuming those guys don't die, which, you know, can happen to anybody. I like how there's an option for this, but it doesn't do anything. But yeah, both Vine Sauce and Achievement Hunter are like my TV. Until I run out of the stuff I have on the backlog to watch, I probably will watch those guys for quite some time. Since I now have Amazon Prime, I will also be checking out the Grand Tour, which I was introduced to by my friends Danny and Corey Tiedemann. That's been a pretty fun thing to watch. We sat and watched a few episodes of that show on Amazon at Corey's house, and I was pretty entertained by it, especially just the antics.
It's all or nothing on this one. The work wasn't cheap. Get the car to the buyer clean. This should be a payday,
The antics
people.
between, I don't remember their names because I only watched a few episodes, but the British guys, I think the two of them are British and one of them is American. Richard Hammond is one of them. I think he's the American guy. But yeah, it's really, really fun to watch those guys. Their antics is fun, and like they drive some really awesome cars. So I partly picked up Amazon Prime because of that show, partly, but also because of the thousands of other unique benefits that Amazon Prime gets you. It's a very, very full package, comprehensive suite of nice perks that will hopefully pay for itself in the long haul. Because, I mean, I do buy some stuff from Amazon, so the free 2-day shipping is going to be great. And then, of course, I get to watch Grand Tour, and I gave Joel a subscription on Twitch. But yeah, so I watched a few episodes of SpongeBob on Amazon too, so definitely getting some use out of it. Not maybe as much as I should be, but here and there. I'll watch Grand Tour eventually, and if I ever think of a movie I want to watch and they have it, which they usually do, I'll check it out. Obviously, I have to have internet to do it, and my parents' house up north of where I live right now does not have internet, so I unfortunately will not get to take advantage of it there, but as long as I am in a place with internet, I will be able to watch stuff, so. But that's kind of true of YouTube as well. I can't really watch YouTube without internet either, so. But yeah, that's what's going on in my life. Pretty much all of it. Just really busy at work and trying to get back into some stuff I have neglected because of the summer coming and a lot of things happening all at once because it was like the spring was just long and cold. It sucked. The wait for summer was long. It wasn't like the spring was like freezing cold, but like it was right at the cusp of being uncomfortable. And then when summer finally came, it's like, yay, let's be outside every day, all day. And then now I do that for my job, so I'm outside way more now than I ever have been in the last probably 10 years. Which has its pluses and minuses, of course. I'm really digging the way I set this car up. It drives like a bar of soap, but I kind of like the way it looks. And yeah, if this car is not crazy expensive, if it's not over $500,000, that fucking Sultan RS that I bought I bought that. I got the upgrade from Benny to make it really good. But it's like, it's a Sultan RS. It's not a supercar. So I traded that back in. I didn't feel like that was worth $700,000, so I got rid of that. Traded it back, sold it off. Took a $200,000 loss on it, but it's alright. I got to drive it around for a little bit, and I customized it. That was part of the fun. And I really like this car. But, you know, if it's greater than $500,000, I would not buy this. Because it handles poorly. It's a fun car to drive, and the way I have it set up right now, I kind of like the way it looks, but like I said, I don't think I would pay a lot for this car, so I'll take a look at it. I'll fire up Legendary Motorsport and see how much it goes for, but I probably won't pick it up. I like the Jester. I would have picked up the Jester, but I don't know. It's one of those cars that I kind of like the way it looks, but I kind of don't. There's some aspects about it, even if I were to tweak it exactly to my liking, I still wouldn't be 100% satisfied. And I mean, there's the Zentorno, the T20, so many other cars that I got rid of for money that I would totally get back if I had extra dosh. Frankenstrange. So this is a car I probably would not buy unless it was cheap. And I have a feeling this car is not cheap. Given the total market value, according to that little number down there in the corner, it says $975,000. I'm guessing this is a very, very expensive car. But I guess we'll find out when I look at it here in a minute. It is kind of fun to drive, even with terrible handling. I like that it's a convertible. It's a classic sports car convertible. And like I said, the wheels and the paint job make this actually pretty nice looking. This would be a good classic car if I wanted to feel fancy. God, really? Holes in here? It handles terribly. Man, I lost a lot from that. 1,300, jeez. Not including the number of times I died and all the ammo I blew trying to get that car too. Alright, let's see how much it goes for. Probably not anywhere close to what I would pay. See here. Like the Roosevelt, man. $750,000 for that thing. Handles like a turd, and it doesn't, to me, really look that nice. Holy shit. There's the car. It's almost $100,000. Fuck that.
Well done.
I probably will never, ever, ever buy that car. I like the way it looked just now. The way I modded it looked neat, but yeah, never buying that car ever. Way too expensive. especially considering it handled very, very badly. If it handled really well, I might consider it, but it handled terribly. Alright, let's see. 135, 133,000. My goal, obviously, right now is, well, not obviously, I guess, but my goal right now is the stupid big dumb trailer, which, so basically when Gunrunner's update came out, there's a lot of stuff that, a lot of cool vehicles and stuff that came out, but I wanted the bunker because I wanted to customize weapons. But I buy the bunker for 1.1 million and I cannot customize weapons in the bunker. I come to find that you need the stupid mobile command center to upgrade weapons, which is this fucker right here. And just this truck without anything in it is 1.2 million on its own. But if I want to upgrade weapons, I gotta buy not the command center, which actually let's get rid of that. Let's go back in and just do just the weapons thing. Okay, so if I bought just a weapons workshop, it would be 1.4, which actually I'm not terribly far off from. But I also want the vehicle workshop. And I guess that's a little bit more modest. I guess I could always add this, maybe. I don't know if but then it's like, might as well just, go the extra distance and get it. And just, get an extra 300,000 to get the command center as well, which allows me to do the bunker stuff from my trailer. My stupid big dumb trailer. So basically I never have to go to the bunker ever again unless I really, really want to for some weird reason. Although I guess if I do the resupply mission, I can still go there. So I guess there's that. But I can at least start the mission, the resupply mission, from anywhere. That's the point. That's why I actually am gonna get that. But yeah, I want to modify weapons, so I have to buy a stupid ass big dumb trailer. And in order to buy the big dumb trailer, you need the bunker, so you gotta pay 1.1 million at least for that. And then, like I said, the trailer, the truck with the trailer and no anything else in it, just the big dumb truck with the big dumb trailer is 1.2 million on its own. So that's 2.4 million just for that. And then the part of the truck and the big dumb trailer that I actually want to use is like another couple 100,000 on top of that. So it's like you need at least 2.1 million. Without the operations desk, which is 300,000 on its own, 2.1 million just to do the truck with weapons modification, which, like I said, added on to the 1.1 million of the bunker cost. That makes the total come out to 3.3 million. Just to tweak guns and make them have different colors, which is the only thing I want out of all the new stuff. I mean, I did also want the rocket bike, and I guess I also kind of want the APD, but at least initially when the update dropped, I wanted the gun skins. That's all I was hoping to get. I was like, I'll just buy the bunker, I'll just modify guns, and I'll let the other stuff go on sale. Nope. You pretty much have to buy everything to get gun skins, which is retarded. So, word of warning, if you want to do GTA Online gun running update, you better have a ton of money, because it's going to cost you. which is why I am and have been grinding money for the last probably week and a half. And you might say, well, I don't want to grind for like 6 months of my life just to get a thing that I could get in 5 seconds if I bought a shark card. But it's like, you know, to me, time is everything. Time is money. And I guess you could say, by that logic, I should just buy a shark card, because, you know, that saves me time. But I don't know. I think that if I just bought that stuff right off the bat with a shark card, I would probably enjoy it for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I would not enjoy it anymore. Like, once I get the big dumb trailer, and I get the custom gun skins that I'm after, which is going to probably cost me more money, I can then use those colored fun gun, you know, those fun new colored guns to go do missions to get money for the rocket bike and the APV and anything else I want beyond that. But if I just bought everything with shark card, then, you know, my enjoyment with GTA Online is simply driving around doing nothing. So I kind of need missions and grinding to really get me into this game, keep me here. That's kind of the way it is with Splatoon. If I didn't have outfits to unlock, I probably wouldn't have been playing as much. Because I'd enjoy the multiplayer a little bit since I'm not terrible at it, but then, you know, I'd get tired of it. And actually I did. With Splatoon 1, I did get tired of it. Because, you know, I unfortunately unlocked all the clothing I wanted. And obviously I had beaten the single player campaign, so. But yeah, looking forward to Splatoon 2 this Friday. I'm gonna use my Best Buy rewards. I got a certificate since I bought that TV like a few weeks back. I got $15 of Best Buy certificate money to use, so I'm gonna get $15 off of Splatoon 2 when it comes out, which will make it $45 instead of $60. So $45 for Splatoon 2 for the rest of 2018 is not a bad deal. Obviously it'll suck a little bit when they start charging for online next year, but that's why I'm hoping to get all of my multiplayer Splatoon in this year, so that by the time I get tired of it and don't really want to play anymore, they'll start charging and I won't worry about having to not be able to play. So alright, let's do a resupply mission here. I can see my research progress is going pretty good. I have to do the research to get unlocks for weapon customization and
really
vehicle
itching to break
customization.
down? A tank. We found the
Oh
mother
good, I get to
lode.
get a tank, nice. But yeah, if I want my APV to have rockets on it, or the rocket bike to have rockets, I need to do the research at the bunker. So the bunker does serve a purpose. It's not a very good purpose, but it does serve a purpose. Apparently you can do the supplying to get gun trading and like actually sell them for money as a way to earn money, but it also is like people can steal your supplies from you, so I would kind of rather not have that happen. So maybe when the research is done on the things I actually want to be researched, maybe I'll start doing the gun running aspect. But for right now, it's just researching for unlocks. So those of you clueless about the bunker and the mobile command center and all that jazz, the bunker is really only for researching unlocks and a way to earn additional money. with the possibility of players stealing your shit. But thankfully, unlike the import-export car mission shit and the biker club and the crates, you don't have to pay to steal supplies if you do the supply stealing missions, which is what I'm doing right now. I didn't pay a dime to start this. So if a player happens to come along and fuck me over, I don't lose any money. And I never do. That's the wonderful thing about this. Well, I guess if you do the gun running, like I said, the gun running, somebody can come and steal your supplies, I guess. I've never done that, so I don't know how that works exactly. But thankfully, getting the supplies can be free if you do this. And these missions are actually kind of interesting and fun. There's one where you go into the Humane Labs building and steal a fucking railgun, which is not available in online, so it was really awesome to run around as my character in online playing with the Gauss cannon. Or railgun, I guess. I call it the Gauss cannon because it kind of reminds me of the Gauss cannon in Halo. But, yeah, the railgun for GTA Story, single player, is not available in online. So, that resupply mission where you go collect it and then use it is the only time you get to have the railgun in GTA Online. So, I enjoyed that mission a lot. But yeah, this one I just gotta get in that tank. I'm kind of just clearing a path to it. I really don't have to kill everybody, because I can just run up to it and get on it, but they're gonna kill me if I get in it, probably. Or maybe not. Normally they kill you before you get in the tank, so I kind of try to kill them. For this particular mission, they don't seem to want to kill you quite as fast. I don't know why that is. And like, my bunker's right over there, so I'm gonna be done with this in like 2 shakes of a tail feather. Normally they have you go into Fort Zancudo, which is actually kind of far away. But this time it's like, go to the training ground, which is like 0.8 miles away, as opposed to 3. Drive down the street, blowing up some cars. They're strangely not blowing up. There we go. It's like shooting at that one car for so long. They called off the pursuit, my ass. What do you call all these cop cars chasing me? Yeah, normally this does take a little longer. I got lucky because my bunker is right here. Normally it's a long, long ways out because most of the missions are in the city. But this one happened to be right over there, just north of here, so easy peasy. And like I said, normally you can't just run up and get in the tank and kill it before you even get to it. That's like if I did, God, what mission is it where I have to steal a tank? I think it's the one where you steal actually the, I think the cargo bob. I think Ron, it's a mission for Ron, where you have to steal a cargo bob from the hangar in Fort Zancudo, and it's like, I guess it's just because once you're in it, they can blast it to bits. But yeah, I guess the tank is a little different. Although, that was what I used to do when I first got Grand Theft Auto 5 was go
Package
get
received. The team are going to work.
tank, and it was so hard, and it is still. If you try to go to Fort Zancudo to get a tank, it's still not easy. Whereas just now, it's like I can just run up to it and get in it because they're not. For some reason, the AI programming is not as like they usually shoot you dead. They usually at like 200 feet away, they're hurting you really good. At like 10 feet, you're dead. Your health just drains out, like it falls out of you. But during that little resupply mission, it was like I was getting shot a little bit, but I got in the tank with half of my health, so not too bad.
The lab thinks there's some mileage in breaking down a technical pickup with a minigun on the back. There's a heist crew with the requisite. You've just got to get it off of them.
Nice. So yeah, this one is I believe this is gonna be he said technical with a minigun, so I'm thinking it's the insurgent pickup truck with a minigun in the bed. I think is what this one is. Now, I was planning to purchase that at some point, but I have discovered that you have to get out of the pickup truck in order to get into the turret area in the back. It allows somebody in the passenger seat to switch between the passenger seat and the turret, but somebody who's in the driver's seat cannot, as far as I remember. I guess I'll try it right now since I'm about to go steal one, but I think the last time I did this I tried it and it was like no, it had to be in the passenger seat. Although I did the APV mission, and the APV, which is, or I guess it's APC, not APV, even though it doesn't make any sense, why would it not be a vehicle? I guess car, C? But anyway, the APC is amphibious. It's basically the insurgent again, but it can go in the water as like a boat. And the default thing that's on top is not just a turret, it's a fucking tank cannon. So it's basically a tank that's amphibious. So, yeah. And you can switch between, I was hoping you could just control it while driving, but, because there's I think it's the armored Tampa. There's a car called the Tampa, which you can get with armor and missiles and shit on top of it that you can control while driving it. But the APC, you have to switch between driving and shooting, but you can actually do it with the driver's seat, so you don't have to get out. Whereas with this pickup truck technical, I think I have to actually, although he said technical, so it might be just the pickup truck with the minigun in the back. I was hoping it's the insurgent, but he did say minigun, so it might be the insurgent pickup truck. It's either that or the technical, which is basically just a Bobcat, which is a piece of shit truck with a turret gun in the back of it. But the insurgent pickup truck is the armored. It's like an armored car, and it has a hatch on the top for the gun. But yeah, the technical is just a piece of shit truck with a gun on top. Although the technical piece of shit pickup truck does have a one of those boat motors on the back, those little outboard boat motors, and 2 drums on the side, so it does actually go in the water. It's just a little shitty truck that's easily blown up. So it can go in the water and on land and has a turret in the back, but it's not in any way at all armored. That's the only downside. As I say, hopefully that didn't blow up the truck. You know, I'm getting those missiles pretty much right at it. Oh shit. I'm really getting close to the thing, the supply truck. So I need to not shoot more missiles. Alright, let's see here. Shit, it is the crappy pickup truck. Although this one is slightly more armored, it does have a plate on the back window. Like, this is, I think, that same crappy technical, but, like, improved. And this one appears to not have the water amphibious capabilities. So it's like, instead of an amphibious, crappy pickup truck with a turret, it's a crappy pickup truck with a turret that is not amphibious but has armor. Whereas the APC is basically a tank that is amphibious. So, it's the best of both worlds. Although it's not fast. I guess this vehicle might be faster than the APC or the tank, but, I mean, it's a tank. Doesn't really matter. You're not gonna blow up. Yeah, I'm doing this in a public session, but it's empty, as you can see there. I have been getting very lucky about that lately. Usually, I start in a session that's pretty full, and I have to find room until I get one that's either got like a handful of people, or it's just straight up empty. This time I started. I just jumped into online and I started in an empty session, so I was like, hey, let's stream. Because I won't have to worry about being hacked or dealing with other people screwing me over or anything like that, so it'll be smooth. And I'll actually get some shit done. That's the worst, when you're streaming and you're just getting fucked over by cheaters and people that just want to fuck you up. And you don't end up succeeding in anything. Some people like that, I guess. Some people are like, yeah, I want to see people get trolled and fucked. And it's like, how very evil of you. I like to see people succeed. I mean, it is somewhat interesting when Funhouse or Achievement Hunter gets trolled sometimes, but not really. Really, the best thing is when those guys do cool stunts, or just like, you know, do the things that they do. Shit, now I got helicopters on me. I know I get more on me, but I'll at least deal with them for a little bit. Not that I'm in any danger of this truck blowing up because of the helicopter. In fact, I'm not even going to worry about these guys. Although they are managing to hit me surprisingly. Those little holes, those little slits in the back, they're just getting those just right to hit me, which is annoying. Yeah, they just killed me. I drove all the way back to my bunker with them behind me shooting me. And they weren't able to get me. And now they just killed me. They just completely took out all of my health. Start taking out more of my health, then I'm gonna deal with them. I don't normally feel the need to deal with the helicopters because they don't normally aren't able to get me. Ah, what the hell. I'll take out the helicopters. See, if somebody was firing a minigun directly at me inside one of those helicopters, I'd die in seconds. But yet, I was peppering the fucking driver's seat of those things and not killing them. Although maybe the minigun is not super accurate at range, which I guess I understand because it's a minigun. But you should be able to kill those guys. You should hit them with enough bullets to kill them. And once I get this supply mission done with, I might fly back to the vehicle warehouse because I kind of forget if I have something stored there. I don't remember. I might not have anything. If I have something in there, I'm going to quickly go ahead and do that delivery. But if I don't, I'm just going to jump off for the night. Because I got some artwork stuff I want to get to. And I kind of want to open the door because it's really starting to get hot in here. I close it when I stream because I don't want people downstairs to think I'm talking to either A, myself, or B, them. Obviously I'm talking to my stream audience, however big or small that might be. Sometimes I really am talking to myself, but occasionally there will be somebody there watching. Apparently only really ever when I'm streaming Payday, but I like to think that people would be interested in other games besides just Payday 2. I don't know why it's like that's such a most sought after game to watch. It's like it's very repetitive. Like there's only so many missions and only so many ways to do those missions. I mean, they are randomized, and there are millions of different ways that a player could kit themselves out to complete said missions, but I don't know, it's kind of a first-person shooter, and you're only going to be doing those missions, whereas Grand Theft Auto, I could be driving, I could be shooting, I could be doing all kinds of different things. I guess when I stream GTA Online, I'm mostly grinding money and doing missions, that's kind of repetitive, but sometimes I'll branch out and do the odd mission or the odd game type or something weird, but right now I'm just grinding because there's stuff I want to buy, so. And as I said, I will probably next stream I will be going back to either that next and last DLC for Deus Ex, or maybe finish up Bionic Commando Rearmed, or, God, I don't know, maybe start Bioshock, but probably I will get done with some stuff before I start new things. I like to finish things up. Hopefully I'm not filling up too much on videos on YouTube. I kind of worry about that, kind of. I used to do Twitch and then only upload things to YouTube when I felt like they were worth uploading. So very, very frequently. But now every time I stream, it posts the video to YouTube as well. So I hope I'm not filling up my allocated space. Because I don't want YouTube to be like, okay, we're going to start deleting your shit. Because there are some YouTube videos that I really...
Nice work.
I really want to keep. And some that I don't really care about, so... I would hate for it to delete some of the older ones that I put up because they were really awesome. And end up keeping ones that I've done recently that weren't amazing. Which is why, if that does happen, if that does start happening, I'll probably go back to Twitch and just post stuff to YouTube when I feel like it. Which, obviously, for the people that are watching on YouTube, that's going to suck for them, but, you know, bounce back and forth between Twitch and YouTube. That's kind of what I do. I more so watch stuff on YouTube now than I do on Twitch. In fact, I haven't watched a thing on Twitch in like a long ass time. But for a live stream, Twitch to me feels more robust and can handle stuff better. Which maybe not, but that's just kind of like whenever I get a notification that someone's live, it's usually for Twitch. I guess I turned off my live notifications for YouTube, so maybe that's why. But if it's a video that they've done and it's just recorded and uploaded, I don't usually watch any of that on Twitch because, like I said, Twitch deletes it, so. If it's a video that's not live, usually I watch YouTube, which is most of it. But if it's a live stream, sometimes, or more often than not, I will watch Twitch because I have the email notifications for YouTube turned off. I think probably I did that because YouTube spammed me with constant emails about the same stream, whereas Twitch is pretty good about only doing one. So maybe if YouTube can fix that. But there's kind of a lot of things about YouTube that is not quite ready yet. Like, I want to say Twitch probably does a better job of chat filtering. And, like I said, I felt like Twitch handled streams better, but YouTube might actually be more solid with that nowadays. I'm not really sure. I haven't really tested them both. It's just, it started on random sites like livestream.com and weird things, and then moved to Twitch. And now Twitch is kind of sort of getting replaced by YouTube. So, it's kind of a constant evolution. Although Twitch is really fighting. They're fighting to stay alive. They've got integration with Amazon, at least for the Twitch subscriptions. I don't know. It would be really awesome if I could watch video on demand of stuff via Amazon from Twitch. That would be sweet. But, yeah, Twitch is fighting. They're fighting to stay alive. They're kind of losing a little bit, but Who knows? Maybe they'll come out with something awesome. Like, Amazon has some like video game deals with like Overwatch and that Battle Underground or whatever the fuck it is. But like nothing I play yet. If there was Amazon stuff for like Grand Theft Auto or Payday or Ark or something, then yeah, I'd be on board for that. But as of yet, nothing super exciting for gaming through Amazon for me at least. Yeah, let's see if there's anything in here. Oh, there's one car in here. Let's get rid of it. Go ahead and get rid of this car and then I'll hop off. Come on, log in. This process takes too long.
We know what we've got to do. Look at me, Mama. Printing license plates for a living. Look at that
I don't really
finish.
care what this car looks like because I don't like it. So I'm just gonna do whatever the hell it wants to get out of this menu.
Not bad, you ask me.
Okay. And I'm gonna take care of the dickheads that come after me.
Okay, the work's been
'Cause
done.
I don't
Take the
wanna-
car to the buyer and don't let another
I don't want to
organization
lose
get
any
in the way.
profit on this. Because I'm pretty sure I lost profit getting the car. And if I just decide to run away, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, see, look at my value. Look at the values dropping like a rock there. I couldn't get in the room. I kind of go in that little parking lot and hide out. But like, they're just shooting the car up and I'm probably already at $2,000 lost. But I put 15 to 20,000 into it just now. So even though I lost about probably 2-3 grand getting the car, I don't want to lose the 15,000 I just put into it. So
Hey! Chingado! You weakling! God damn it! You outrageous piece of shit! Jesus fuck! Cabrón! No way!
okay, so I'm gonna try and get it back in this little area here. Before the next set comes to shoot me, they're already fucking shooting it. It's like, I don't care if they kill me 100 times, I just don't want them damaging the car. Because the car is a guaranteed loss, whereas if they kill me, that's 500 bucks. But they can easily, if they keep shooting the car a lot, I can easily lose up to 8 grand in like a second. I have tried to run away from them, and I basically lost almost 10,000 because they shot the car 1,000 times. Whereas if I die like 10 times, that's 5,000 just dying 10 times, which usually I die like 3 or 4 times, and that's like 1,500 compared to like 8,000. So yeah, I'll definitely die defending the car, but I do not want the car to take damage, obviously. There's probably at least one more set. There's usually always a decent number. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're down now. They don't send as many of them for standard cars like this one. This one's not going to get me much money. Which is why I really want to protect it really bad, because I'm already not getting much money out of it. It is actually possible, if you die a bunch and then have to repair the car a bunch when taking it in, and then you spend 15 grand upgrading it, you can actually go in the red on these. If you lose all of the car's value, which obviously you'd have to total the car to do that, but that's not hard to do if you're in a public session and somebody decides they want to blow your car up. You could lose all the money that you could have gotten and all the money you put into it. So it's like you could go into the red, which is why I don't recommend doing this as a way to earn money. Unless you get an empty session like the one I'm in right now, don't do this, because you're going to potentially lose money. Anything that has a chance of losing you money, you just don't want to do at all. You really just don't want to do it. My frame rate is taking a massive shit right now. I don't know why. My video memory's not super high. I mean, I am streaming, but it's not like I have 100,000 viewers. Probably, maybe I got a viewer and that's why it's not doing so well. But normally my frame rate's pretty high. It's almost like the fucking V-Sync is back on. Which I can make sure that that's off. Yeah, it's off. I don't know what the deal is. I had a lot of frame stuttering even when not streaming. And like, I turned V-Sync off and my frame rate doubled. And the stuttering stopped. Because I was just having a lot of stuttering with this new TV. And I turned V-Sync off and it just immediately got thousands of times better. So I just saw the frames stuttering and I thought, you know, maybe that V-Sync got itself turned back on again somehow. Probably gonna lose a lot of money on this fucking car. I hate this car. I was just thinking about how much money I was gonna potentially lose. And I crashed again for like the 5th time. This car sucks huge donkey balls, and it's not worth much. I would say if I get this car again as a car to steal, I'm just gonna end up destroying it because it's such a piece of garbage and it's not worth much. This is the Tampa, actually, by the way. So there's the Drift Tampa is the Unicorn car. So, I mean, I should like this car, but I like that version because it looks like the Unicorn. But it does not drive super well. And this is the boring, regular Tampa. And drives worse. So the sooner I get this done and get rid of this awful car, the better. Drives like shit. That's kind of one of the problems with a lot of cars in this game. They look cool sometimes, but they drive like shit. That one in particular drove like total ass. Alright, so that's that. I'm just gonna get my car back because I don't want to be at, I like to not be outside of my car when I end the mission, I quit because I have just kind of left my car out in the map somewhere and then went to single player. And then when I jumped back into online next time,
So
I found my car in the impound lot. Like, I didn't run into cops. The car was in my possession, but not right next to me. But somehow ended up in the impound lot. So, now when I finish playing GTA Online, I like to get my car back. And I kind of just want to, like, after driving that horrible Tampa, I kind of want to be in a vehicle that drives better. Which, this car doesn't drive amazingly good, but it's so much better than the fucking Tampa. Tampa is one of the worst vehicles in the game as far as handling. Like, I've driven, like, the dump truck and the bus and, like, terrible crap cars, like commuter, almost like Toyota Prius like cars that drive better than that car. So, this is just a little bit of therapy to excise the bad car driving demons. And I like driving in the mountains. That's the one thing about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas that I really liked. It's just the huge, open, giant map with mountains. Driving in the city was fun, but the mountains in between the city was what made it awesome. Not to mention that game had the hovercraft, the jetpack, the monster truck, sword, chainsaw, all the things I miss and wish that this game had. So, I guess I'll be jumping off. As I did last time, I'm gonna let the stream go for like a couple more minutes because there's a 5-minute delay, so I don't want to end the stream and then have it cut off on the YouTube. It's like all of a sudden I'm just saying words and then it's like, and then I'm gone. I've seen that happen to Vinny sometimes.
Hey, I'm
He's
going,
like in
man,
the middle
before
of
you
saying
take a
something
vent.
and it cuts off because, you know, there's that 5-minute delay. Whereas the stream ends immediately, so yeah, I'll let it, it'll be black screen here for a few minutes, but yeah, that's just to make sure that the stream officially ends. Because, yeah, I'm looking at it on YouTube right now, and it's actually still showing me playing, I'm still doing the supply mission. Shit, and I'm, like, in town. God, so that's almost like a 10 to 20 minute delay. Good lord. I'm actually gonna have to sit here for quite a while. Damn. That's actually kind of ridiculous. That's an absurd delay. I don't know if that's what it's actually showing. I don't know. That's an awful long delay if that's what's really what it's showing right now. I'm gonna refresh it and see what it does. Okay, so basically now it's on black screen. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kill the stream now. Because yeah, I guess if I have the window minimized, it's not showing a very good a live feed. So when I came back to it, it was like 10 minutes behind. But I think it's normally only like 2 or 3 minutes behind. So hopefully everybody got what they wanted, and I can end it now. So alright, see you guys next time. Probably be, like I said, Deus Ex or Bionic Commando Rearmed, probably either one of those two. So keep an eye on Twitter as always, and I will see you guys later.